also tipped the ball that led to another interception. That pick is paying off well for Jacksonville. You're exactly right. Plenty of talent on that team. They're just trying to find a way to get a win.
And we take you through the starting defense for Jacksonville.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger, Bryant with a catch right side. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll run it with Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll indeed go, and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Time to see what the Jags can do this go-around on offense. Well, against Baltimore in Week 3, they had their chances to win that game. Late in the 4th quarter, it was just turnover city for both teams. Jags, their fans have to feel a little sick to their stomach after that one.
Missed opportunities, and they had a chance to play the complementary football that coaches talk about all the time. In that game, their defense forced 3 consecutive turnovers, but they only got a field goal out of it, and that was the difference in the game.
Yeah, Bortles threw 2 interceptions that ended drives in Baltimore territory. Frustrating.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They come out here in the eye. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Try to lay. He's got a man complete. It's a big play. Roethlisberger to Brown. 42 yards.
And there's another one of those incredible highlight reel catches. One-handed, deep downfield, another big completion. I know this, partner. As a defender, I don't know how you avoid watching what they do. It's everywhere. All the highlight shows, watching it on Madden, trying not to get intimidated before you go out and have to play against these guys and try and stop them.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And that is incomplete. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. In this case, they let him down.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. We saw 5 receivers out there, third down from that distance. You had to think quick pass. They were able to get it done.
No doubt about it. Everything went quickly on that play. The processing, getting the ball out, getting it to the proper target, and picking up the first down. Hard to defend. Maybe your only hope is get your hands in the passing lane on the pass.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Martavis Bryant, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Roethlisberger looking to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Yeldon fighting. He lost the football. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 55 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Well, let's switch gears for a second, Charles, because after this last week, social media was all abuzz about Terrell Pryor. He did everything for Cleveland. He caught a pass. He threw a pass. He rushed the football. He even played safety.
And I think that not just social media having a ball with this one because he's a throwback. It was that type of a day. How about the buzz that has to be going throughout the league with the players? Because there are a number of guys now going to their coaches saying, you know something, I can do all those things Pryor can do. Let me have a chance.
I think he even flew the chartered flight home from Miami. I mean, he did everything in that game.
Contact.
He's going to try and go deep again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he finds Hayward Bay. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say you punt the football there.
So we're changing the analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them. And really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first half chance. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Roethlisberger, and the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. And a little bit of a surprising move here. They will not punt the football. They will go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And able to find Green. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Really nice job there, showing the mobility, getting outside and creating something. I mean, that's good on any down. When you're going for it on fourth, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They get just a yard back there, and now they'll be looking at a tough 3rd and 15.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. So the D-line's going to spread out. 4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. He completes it to Bryant. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 23 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. 2nd and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
They get 14 yards there and a 1st down. Now, D'Angelo was really quiet in Week 3 in that ugly game against Philly. 8 carries, 21 yards.
I suspect he didn't touch it as much because they were down big in the game and had to throw the ball a lot. But what a compliment he's going to be now to Le'Veon Bell.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Time to step aside. Back to Heinz Field after this. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are within a 2-point conversion of tying this game. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Roethlisberger looking to throw. That's caught at the 1. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by the former first-rounder, Justin Gilbert. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. Yeah, I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Green's got it over the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ladarius Green, 44 yards. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now T.J. Yeldon, call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. Lee's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Love the call by the offensive coordinator, recognizing the situation very well, calling for the play-action pass, and completing it.
Now a play fake here on first down. To the right side here, the tight end Thomas. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. He's got his man on the crossing route. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. And he missed it. No good. This is going to remain a 2-point game after that one. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. All right, let's take a peek at the league-wide landscape. 5 teams undefeated at 3-0. You've got the Ravens, Eagles, Pats, Vikings, and Broncos. Now, partner, throw out for a second, if you will, the Pats and the Broncos. Of those other 3 undefeated teams, who has the biggest chance of making some noise?
I think the Vikings. And I know they had to make the move for Sam Bradford because of the Teddy Bridgewater injury. And that's working out pretty well. He's 2-0 so far as a starter. But it's their defense. They remind me a lot of Denver in 2015, that season. The defense carrying the team, give them enough offense to stay in those games, and the defense might just do the rest. Mike Zimmer's got a heck of a collection over there.
By the way, statistician Ed Brady just gave me this note. 76% of 3-0 teams since 1990 have made the playoffs. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, this is caught by Hayward Bay. No gain, and it's 2nd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And on 2nd and 10 now. Ben to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And for the 3rd time, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. A great read, and it's picked off. He tried to get something going there with a little toss behind the line of scrimmage. Unsuccessful.
How about the athleticism of the coverage, though? Being able to dance with him coming out of the backfield. That's not easily done. But not only did he dance, took it, wheeled, and went the other way. Ended up with 6 points for his team.
This will be fielded at the 6. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Again, it's Yeldon. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll try to run for it with Yeldon. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a 1st down.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing now is Bortles. And that'll be incomplete.
All right, no analysis needed on that, but I've got to ask you about something else. Teams who have started out 0-3 so far, I think out of them, Jacksonville's the one I would still keep an eye on. That talent level, the ability to strike on offense with Bortles and those great receivers, I don't think they're totally out of it just yet in the AFC South.
Just what I was going to say. You know, we're talking about the AFC South. Nobody looks dominant there right now, so even at 0-3, I think they still have a chance.
Yeah, after what happened to Houston in New England, I think everyone looks at them as not maybe being vulnerable, but also maybe not a team that's going to run away from them in the division.
Although only 5 0-3 teams have made the playoffs. We'll see if they can change that and make it 6. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On play action, it's Bortles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger, Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Roethlisberger. Bryant has it. And he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down. Fresh set of downs here. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Here's Roethlisberger. And this one caught by Coates. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down. And quickly, they get to the line. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. They'll get the football here. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against the ball.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's up and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it. What people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the... And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. T.J. Yeldon, his second touchdown of the night. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. So the second time tonight he has hit the end zone, Charles.
Some people just have a natural nose for the end zone, and he's exhibiting that here in this game. Big-time job, and of course he's got to pat the backs of the offensive line.
Yeah, they can't be lost in the shuffle. They're vital. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Marcus Wheaton was the one he was looking for. And it'll be a third and about 13. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now Ben on third and long. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 19 and picking up the first. Now a handoff, running left is Bell. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end Green. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. James has got it. Complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Six yards to go here on 2nd down. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch. And they know it's not easy. Last time, they think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Robinson, an even 90 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And how about that giving us our 5th lead change of the game? It's been back and forth.
No doubt about it. And right now, they're ahead, but they can't relax at all because if we've had 5 lead changes, I'm kind of betting on a 6th.
Yeah, we might see a 6th. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. They'll try to punch it in with Yeldon, and he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a one-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling? And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Shift together here from the D-line. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll try and run some clock with Yeldon. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dan Skuta in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Completes it to Hayward Bang. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Telvin Smith in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's back to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down now after the incompletion. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. Back to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now Bell. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So many practices we watched over time where the offense works on scoring late in the game and finding a way to win, as we just saw there.
Just saw it right there. Now can they preserve that advantage that they just got? Roethlisberger looking to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll weave his way up, all the way up, a few yards shy of midfield. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll look to throw. He finds Hearns left side. And he's brought down after a good game.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Steelers going up against Ryan's Falcons. So with that, we'll send you out to the Georgia Dome in Atlanta, home of the Dirty Birds. where we bring in the two men who will call the action. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Gentlemen.
Larry, in what is scheduled to be its final season as an NFL stadium, there's a look at the Georgia Dome here in Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Atlanta Falcons. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Roethlisberger. And it's complete to Ladarius Green. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Here comes the D swarming to the line. The play clock's running down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And here now the defensive starters for Atlanta.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Roethlisberger got a man and he hits him in stride. Give him 9 on the play, and it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now it'll be 4th and short.
Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
He's got time. Oh, he's going to take it. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 65 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Play clock winding down. A give to Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And a cut to the right and some open field here. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. 10 yards still left on second down. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for the Steelers. 61 yards.
Brandon, in our meeting with the coaches prior to this game, we heard them talk about the opportunity for the deep pass.
Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Paul Warlow. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. And Freeman lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. Oh, what a juke into space. Touchdown, Falcons. Tevin Coleman, 87 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
It's caught inside the 25. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown, 75 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now he steps away, and he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Stephon Tuitt's ability to play defensive end and yet rise up and knock passes away when quarterbacks try to throw them, he makes it hard to get around.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
So it'll be first down here after the run. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
In today's NFL, you hear all the...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And this is going to be incomplete. Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. And it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for him with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's brought down after a good gain. 27 yards on the gain there. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Now Ryan on 1st down. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger, eluding the pressure right. On the right side, caught by Green. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw. Brandon, while we have a quick second here, can we talk about the Ravens a little bit?
Sure.
Because they're off to a 3-0 start. Remember the rough season they had last year with all the injuries. And they're getting a lot of those guys back and playing at a really high level. Joe Flacco from his knee injury, Steve Smith Sr. from the Achilles, Terrell Suggs from an Achilles, and it's all coming together early for... Baltimore.
Yeah, they always seem to be in the mix. Big win, although it was at Jacksonville, who's now 0-3. Big road win this past week.
Remember in preseason, Jacksonville was one of those very trendy picks to compete for the playoffs.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
Well, that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. Now Bell. Le'Veon Bell. Kiss him goodbye. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And there's a flag on the field. And a good job here by the Falcons, their hands team, able to recover it. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Hey, Tuesday. Ready. Watch twist.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. That one good for 15 and a 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. They worked very well there for a 1st down.
Here's Ryan. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. So they're operating in the red zone. And time for us to take a break here in the booth. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. Well, he showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Live like it's Mardi Gras and go dumb with my whole squad and don't need the R&R. To regular life, I say au revoir. Hey, living life in the fast lane. Million pain, only beat. So please come join me. One thing, good vibes only. I just tap, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid, doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common, we just wanna have fun. Hey, do what you wanna do. Do what you wanna do. I think I'm gonna do something crazy. Do what you wanna do.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Wilson's Seahawks going up against Roethlisberger's Steelers. So let's get you up to the Steel City. Standing by in Pittsburgh, here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On your screen now, here are the offensive starters. At wideout, Antonio Brown is certainly someone that the defense always has to account for.
Without a doubt, a true number one receiver. It doesn't matter to him how defenses want to cover him. He sees it as a challenge and knows how to defeat him.
And it's complete to Ladarius Green. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
That looked like a common mistake made by the defense. Sometimes there's confusion, right? They're in zone, so you got to make sure your zones are taken care of. But once the quarterback got out of the pocket, they forgot about their zone discipline and staying in the right parts of the field. That allowed for a big play to happen.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You've got a problem.
And when you're running the football, one thing you don't want to see is a big boy coming up there to swallow you whole in those D tackles and nose tackles.
No, you're actually counting on your big boys to protect you from them. But on that play, the defensive tackle had the leverage, and he won the battle. No gain, correct?
No gain. Going up top. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And instead of punting it away, the offense wants to try to get the first down here on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. They come up in an offset eye. First carry for Thomas Rawls. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Third and long, it's Wilson. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation instead. Tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will get it at their own 20-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Brought in by Coates. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Second and 5. To throw again is Roethlisberger. James has got it. Complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
He's going to air one out. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Antonio Brown, 51 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. Now Wilson on 2nd down. He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. On 3rd down, Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Curse. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll come out in the pistol. First down, this is Rawls. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go. 38.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. Doug Baldwin had a career day against the Niners. 164 yards, 8 catches, and a touchdown.
It's becoming normal for him. We go back to when they won the Super Bowl, and you remember the tag that the receivers of Seattle were, mediocre? And he's carried that with him, and it's burned inside of him throughout. He's put up performances that suggest way better than that, and that's not unusual for him now. Maybe a career high, but I expect more games like that for him in the future.
And that touchdown pass he caught was the first thrown by Trevon Boykin, the young rookie out of TCU. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Steelers. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Two.
So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do, because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game. A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They come up with one running back. That's Bell. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, it wasn't much of a gain, but we're getting near the 2-minute warning, so maybe they just want to get to that point, regroup, and decide what they want to do the rest of the half.
Flushed out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now a carry for the veteran. This is D'Angelo Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And they're going to speed things up here. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with...
And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go again with Rawls. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's got his man. It's Curse. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And the wideout in motion. On 2nd down, Wilson buying time to his left. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Easy.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Roethlisberger will throw. And this one caught by Coates. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. penalty marker is down here. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. And the kicker failed to get the ball 10 yards down the field. That's a penalty.
You have one job. Get the ball 10 yards or more downfield as the kicker. He failed to execute.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Counter play, Rawls. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Wilson going to give to Rawls. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Easy.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his 2nd there. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's going to take another shot here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. In motion is the tight end, Graham. To throw is Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 41 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Wilson to give to Rawls. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They come out here in the eye. On the ground, rolls. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knife
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ricardo Matthews able to drop him for a loss of 4. And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. On is Hauschka now for the Seahawk field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Hauschka's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Pittsburgh, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And now they're in the hurry-up. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Forced out to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm not sure we can spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Steps away to his left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on 3rd down or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
Flush to his right, and caught. Right side, Green. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing emphasizing speed on defense at every position.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell, 25 yards to the house. And the Steelers are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Here come the Seahawks now set to take over on offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
Second down now after the pass completion. Here's the sneak with Wilson. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed as that's going to move the chains.
Were we surprised a little bit? 2nd and 1, they went quarterback sneak. I know it works, so it's not like I'm second-guessing at all, but I thought they might go with something else there.
No, I'm sitting here trying to think the last time I saw a 2nd-1 sneak. I can't remember any.
Yeah, it's a rare call because normally you're going to go ahead and use your back if you're going to run it or if you want to throw it, a little quick pop there. But in this case, just get in behind those big guys and pick up a first down.
The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Wilson looking deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point